Rissa stood staring at him for a minute until Debbie called an order up. Rissa turned away with a sigh and went to get the order and take it to be picked up. "Are you still mooning over that hunk from Avorn Security?" asked Debbie. She was teasing Rissa good-naturedly. They were all fond of Rissa. She was a hard worker and was friendly with everyone. No one would want to hurt her feelings. Rissa smiled at Debbie. "He is a hunk, all right," she agreed. "It is too bad he doesn't know I'm alive." "You're going to have to figure out a way to get his attention," said Debbie, as she handed Rissa another plate to take to the counter. "If we put our heads together, we should be able to get the two of you together. When he sees what a great person you are, he won't be able to resist getting to know you." "How could he resist you?" said Ellen, Debbie's helper in the kitchen. "Once he sees your smile, he will be a goner." Ellen laughed good-naturedly. Hank, the Army veteran who ran the dishes through the dishwasher, smiled and gave Rissa a thumbs up. Rissa smiled and continued to work. Whenever she got a chance, she looked out into the restaurant to see if Stan was still there. Stan was talking with Sal and Mickey, but he had the strangest feeling of being watched. He looked around discreetly, but did not see anyone paying attention to him. He caught a glimpse of Rissa looking through the order-up window, but she was gone so fast he dismissed her as being the watcher. He sighed and looked down at the table. "What's wrong?" asked Sal. Stan shook his head. "Nothing is wrong. I just had a feeling of being watched," said Stan. Both Sal and Mickey looked around. They did not see anyone paying any attention to them. The place was full of the usual customers. They were familiar with most of them. "Maybe you caught some lady's eye," suggested Mickey with a grin. Stan flushed slightly at the suggestion. He was a private person and did not put his feelings out there for everyone to observe. "I guess it was my imagination." Sal punched Mickey in the arm. "Lay off," he said. "Your time is coming. If you don't want to be teased when you meet your girl, you better watch your teasing." Mickey shook his head and grinned at Stan. "Sorry, Stan," he said. They were interrupted by Wanda coming to their table. "Can I get you anything else?" she asked. "No, we're fine. The food was great," said Mickey. "Yeah," agreed Sal. "It always tastes better when delivered by such a lovely lady." Stan shook his head, coloring slightly. Wanda laughed and sent Sal and Mickey a grin. "It's always nice to serve such appreciative gentlemen," she remarked with a smile. She placed a check on the table and went to wait on other customers. The three gentlemen rose and each put money on the table for food and a tip. They left the restaurant together. They did not leave the building. Instead, they took the elevator to the 3rd floor and went to the office of their employer, Alex Avorn. "Come in," called Alex after hearing a knock on his office door. He looked up and smiled when he saw the guys coming into his office. "I was about to give you a call," said Alex. "What's up, boss?" asked Mickey. "I had a call from Mrs. Mabel Wind. She said her daughter Haley thinks someone is following her. She's scared, and she wants to have us watch and see if Haley is really being followed. She's worried about witch hunters. There has been a lot of talk around their neighborhood lately, and she is afraid someone may have talked about Haley's guardian angel." "I thought we'd stop those witch hunters," said Sal. "I guess someone is stirring them up again," said Alex. "Sal, I want you and Mickey to go and talk to Mrs. Wind and see what you can find out. Keep an eye on Hallie until we find out if she really is being followed." "Okay, boss," said Sal, taking the piece of paper Alex was holding out. It had the address and other information on it. "This is a personal interest to me as well. I need to know if Miriam is in any danger," said Alex. "Keep me informed about what is happening." "Sure thing, boss," said Sal as they departed. "Do you have anything you want me to take care of?" asked Stan. "I want you to hang around downstairs for a while. Miriam is reading to the children in daycare. I want a little extra security until she goes back to the penthouse," instructed Alex. Stan left to go downstairs. He could keep an eye out for trouble and maybe catch a glimpse of Rissa. Stan shook his head. Where had that thought come from? "You know you're interested in her," said his guardian angel. "She doesn't know I exist," said Stan. "She knows you exist," said his guardian angel. "How do you know?" asked Stan as he stepped into the elevator to the 1st floor. "Her guardian angel told me," answered his guardian angel.